This video is going to examine how you can utilize the scheduler feature in the Canvas calendar to set appointments to meet with your students to provide feedback, do check-ins, or any other reason you might want to schedule appointments. The first thing I always recommend doing if you're going to use the scheduler is to have your students make sure that they have their scheduler notifications turned on, because these are notifications that they may not think to have turned on. So as a reminder to set those notifications, have them go to their name, they choose notifications, and then they'll want to scroll down to the bottom where it says scheduling, and I would just go ahead and have them choose notify immediately. That's that first check. Choose that for each one, for each option. It's not going to bombard them with notifications unless there's something they need to know about, that there is a new appointment sign up option. So once you have your students set their notifications, now you as the teacher need to go in and set up that conference opportunity. So to do that, we always access it from going into our calendar over on the left in the global navigation bar. Once your calendar loads, you'll see up here where it says week, month, agenda, scheduler. That's what we're going to want to pick to start our new group. Now, if you don't have any groups established, this is what it will look like. It'll let you know that you don't have any and there's none you can sign up for. This is where your students will go to sign up for your appointment as well, and I'll show you that in a moment. So since we don't have one, we're going to go ahead and set up our group. So we should come over here and choose Create an Appointment Group. Now I need to go in and set up the details for my group. For the name, I usually did the course and the project, but this is up to you. This is just what the assignment group is going to show up as for your students, and so you just want it to be clear to them. So once you have your name, you'll go in and set your dates. I'm going to set it for multiple days just so you can see what that looks like. And I'm going to meet in 90-minute blocks, so I'm going to set my class period. These are the days that I'm setting aside for those conferences. I don't need that last one. Okay, location, I'm just making up a classroom. Say my room is 239. And now I need to choose how I want to divide the slots. Now I don't have to divide the slots. If I just want to meet with, set it up to have 10 people meet per day, I can leave it like this. However, I just don't think that that's very useful because you're still having to sort out the individual schedules. So I want to divide these up into 10-minute time slots within each group. So if I want to divide it into equal slots, you choose the number of minutes and then click Go. And notice it adjusted all of my time slots to now I have multiple on Monday for 10 minutes, multiple on Tuesday for 10 minutes, and multiple on Wednesday for 10 minutes. Now, you can limit each time slot to a certain number of users, always a good idea. I want one person for 10 minutes, so I'm setting that at 1. You can also allow students to see who is signed up for the time slots. However, I don't think they really need to know who signed up for each time slot, so I'm going to leave that blank. It doesn't matter to them who's going on which day. We can limit the participants to attend. We're limiting it to 1. And now this step is very important. We need to make sure we choose the appropriate calendar. This is the class that's going to be able to access this appointment group. So choose Select Calendars, and then you're going to want to choose the class that you're assigning this to, the class that you want to schedule the appointment, and choose Done. So now we have that set up. Then you're going to want to add your details. This is when I always put directions about what is going to happen at this conference so the students know what's going on. So once I have the directions, double check, make sure this is everything as I want it to be, and then we're going to go ahead and choose Save and Publish to make it available for the students in that class. And so now, if they have set their notifications the way you asked them to, they'll be getting an email at their sps.org account and possibly a text message if they have text notifications set up, letting them know that there's a new appointment group for them to go ahead and sign up for that appointment. So now let's look at what this looks like on the student end. So I'm as a student right now. They go over to their calendar. Calendar looks just like yours. They come up, schedulers in the same location. If they've been added to a group, it's going to show up right here. So here's the group that I created. They'll come over here to You Can Sign Up for this. This is how they'll sign up. They'll choose Sign Up. It loads the time slots down below. The students choose the time slot they want to go. They choose it. They check here, double check all the details, they can add a comment to you, and then once they're ready to go, they click reserve. Now they're all set. It'll show that that time slot is no longer available, and then it also reminds the student here that they have an appointment, and then also if they go into their calendar, it's going to show up as now an appointment on their calendar to remind them, hey, you have this on this date. Back on the teacher's side, I can go into my calendar, and I also have that showing right here as an appointment that has been set up to have with a student. I can also go into scheduler, see my group here, and then it shows the ones that are still available and that one has been filled. If I click on filled, it shows me who's going to show up. I can also see the comments here that they sent about it. I can message that student from here or just plan on meeting them on the 19th at 12:50 when we have our appointment set up. One final little tip I wanted to show you that you might want to utilize is the ability to message students directly within the appointment group. On this page, if you go to your gear, you can choose message students who, and then you can specify either students who haven't signed up yet or students who have already signed up. So if you have students that aren't signing up for their appointments and it's getting close to that time, you can go ahead and message them and remind them that they need to sign up. Likewise, if you have students that are signed up and you want to send reminders about what they need to bring to that conference, you can go ahead and message them as well. Just another little tip within Canvas to help make your life as the teacher a little bit easier. I hope this helps within your classroom.